Oh, shoot. What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Hold on, y'all. I forgot. I got something on my couch. What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you guys. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, honey. Take a seat. There's plenty of seats down front. Y'all come on in. It's 48 of y'all so far. There's plenty of seats down front. Y'all come on in. Get you a seat. All right. All right, that's better. Hey, everybody. Ooh, child, y'all was going to see too much of my business. Hey, y'all. Hey. Woo. All right. Let me say hi to the people, and we're going to get this party started. Lemon Kush. Hey, LaShanta, Cora, Rock Chick, Citizen Jane, been waiting. Like Ice Cream Man. Hey, everybody. Hey, Carol. KK, what's up, my love? Hey, Sharon. Nitwit. Is that Nitwit? I like that name, Nitwit. Okay. Hey, Diamond Pearl. What's up, my love? Hey, Corey. Marilyn. What's up, Star? Star, I've been out doing work this morning. We was doing our Thanksgiving basket giveaway, honey. I come home and take a nap. Ooh, I didn't know how tired I was, y'all. Mama Mina. Hey, Cross Country Cruiser. Hey, my love. Hey, Angela. Cherise. Getting your cookies and punch together. All right. Hey, Diane. In the house now, ready for my favorite peeps. Hey, hey, Melly, YBS, Mary, Montrez. Hey, Phil, what's going on? So what's up, y'all? So hey, everybody. If I miss you, charge this to my head, not my heart. You guys come on in, hit that like button, take a seat. There's 61 people. We got plenty of seats down front. Y'all come on down front. There's plenty of seats down front. Now listen. After the explosiveness of the last 2 weeks, when it comes to celebrity news and gossip and all of that, honestly, today is just gonna be chill. We ain't got a lot to talk about, okay? But I'm okay with that because it's been so crazy the last couple of weeks. Y'all, when I tell you I didn't know how tired I was, baby, I didn't know how tired I was. Yes, our tribe meetings have felt a little infrequent. They have been because look, Montrez, I can't even go to work. I can't even go to work without some explosiveness happening. This week, it was Diddy. I mean, that dropped, and that took up the last 48 hours of our life. We're going to talk a little bit more about Diddy in a few minutes. Before that, we had Keke Palmer. We had Will Smith. Even though I didn't really talk a lot about the Will Smith stuff, the Will Smith stuff happened. There were other videos there were other things I wanted to talk to you guys about that I haven't even had a chance to get to yet. We had Tasha K getting sued by R. Kelly. I literally have the lawsuit. I have not had a chance to do a live with y'all about that. I wanted to come down here and I wanted to read y'all parts of the lawsuit so y'all could hear exactly what R. Kelly is alleging and how Tasha K loops in case you didn't know. I ain't even had time, y'all. I'm behind on my reviews because life has just been crazy, but I'm not complaining because I like it when it's hype, but it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. Yeah, Xavier, everybody been showing that you know what this week. So it's the end of the year burnout, child. So if y'all are still interested in the Tasha K. R. Kelly lawsuit, we can still do that live and we can talk about it. I got to get caught up in my reviews. Xavier, who looked at Bell Collective last night? Did anybody in here look at Bell Collective last night? If you looked at Bell Collective last night, is it worth trying to do a live? Or is it just okay to just do a review? Should I try to do a live review or is it okay to just do an upload? Y'all tell me what y'all think. If you watched Bell Collective, I haven't watched it yet, but y'all let me know what y'all think, okay? Should I try to do a live review of it? Was it good enough for us to have some meat to sink our teeth into to talk about? Or is it okay for me to be like, oh, really? You can just go ahead and do an upload. You good, girl. Let me know. Now, let's get into the things we're going to talk about. Okay, no live upload. Okay, okay. 3 people that I trust and told me to do an upload: Phil, Xavier, and Rock Chick. I trust all 3 of them because they have, especially Xavier. Xavier will be the first one to be like, go live. If they say an upload, then it's an upload. Now, D-Cop say, okay, I said D-Cop. D-Cool said a live. Okay. Well, I'm going to let y'all vote. That's what, YBS Mary. That's what I haven't even looked at this week's episode of Black Cake. There's only one, did they drop more than one episode Wednesday? Because I'm up to date. I did all the other ones. I'm only missing Wednesday's episode. YBS. Did they drop more than one episode on Wednesday? Now, YBS Mary, I just got finished saying I ain't had time. I just got finished saying that I ain't had time. Now, you talking about some where is the black cake? Didn't I just tell you I didn't have time? Right. Then we had Tamar, Krishan. It has been crazy these last 2 weeks when it comes to this stuff. And I've been trying to bring it to y'all. Okay, YBS Mary, I'm gonna need you to YBS. You know I love you, girl. I'm gonna need you to not be so girl. It was one episode. I just told you. Listen, I haven't done my Real Housewives of Miami review. I watched it. I haven't done the video. I haven't done Kiki White. I haven't done Black Cake. I haven't done Bell Collective. I haven't even looked at Bell Collective. I haven't looked at Black Cake. It's okay. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you, girl. So, yeah. But I'm trying to get you guys that stuff. We're going to do our tribe meeting now. And then I'm going to get y'all some reviews tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to the movies. I'm going to see the prequel to Mockingjay. It was a good book. If y'all didn't read the book, if y'all like the Hunger Games series, and y'all didn't read the book, I mean, if you saw the Hunger Games movies, I think it'll be good. Yes, I've been working overtime, honey. And some of y'all have been tipping me for my time, and I appreciate that. I got a couple of cash apps and a couple of super chats, and I appreciate it. I really do. YBS, you know we good, girl. You know I'm just giving you a hard time. You know we good. You know I don't mean. You know I know you don't mean no harm, Chad. You know I know you don't mean no harm. So all right, not going to see that Thanksgiving movie. Really be. What Thanksgiving? Oh, you're gonna go see that thing? Yeah, I'm gonna go see it in the morning. Me and one of my besties are going in the morning. We're going to the first show, the 11:30 show. So, yeah. Anyway, you read the book, and I can't wait. Yes, I can't wait either. All right, you guys. So, with all that being said, for those of you that are new here, when we do our tribe meetings, we lay back, we chill. So sometimes it takes us a little while to get to the meat potatoes, but the tribe is cool. Last announcement, and then we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into some of the story. Yeah, Viola Davis is in, and I cannot wait to see what she does with that character, because that character in the book, baby, is a humdinger, and I know Viola did a good job playing that character. I can't wait to see it. Do not forget that the 12 Days of Christmas starts on December the 1st. We are slowly creeping up on December the 1st. If you are a member on December the 1st, you are eligible to be to participate in the 12 Days of Christmas. If you don't know what the 12 Days of Christmas is, it is one of the ways that I give back to my members. Your name will go into the wonderful Jack Daniels box, and you will have 12 chances to win a gift from me. I usually try to support Black businesses and Black female businesses, which we're going to get to the Black business situation later on in this live as well. You'll get, and of course, some of y'all are going to get Really Be merch, okay? Which is still supporting the Black female business, because my little sister Danny, she does the Really Be merch through her Etsy page. So, yeah. With that being said, let's get into some of the other things. Okay. All right. Where do we want to start, honey? Where do we want to start? We're going to talk about the settlement last, so we're going to get to that last. Well, one of the last things we're going to talk about. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. What up, Tracy? And shout out to my members that are lit up in green. And you guys are here, and I appreciate you. Word on the curb is that Drew Sidora and Gold Medals have removed the hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta from their bio on their social media handles. They have removed Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I told you guys after BravoCon that Real Housewives, part of the reason why Real Housewives of Atlanta has not officially started filming is because nobody on the cast had gotten a pickup contract, which led me to believe that maybe there are some serious conversations being had down to Bravo about the future of the show and who is going to be a part of that future. The fact that Drew did not go to BravoCon, and I knew for a fact that she was supposed to go to BravoCon, like, I know, no. See, for the people that's new here, y'all need to know when I say what I know, y'all need to listen when I tell y'all I know that I know, okay? I know for a fact Drew was going to BravoCon. She didn't go. I felt then that there was more to that story. Now, do I think that she knew she wasn't coming back? Do I think she had a strong suspicion and decided to do something else for her weekend? Yeah. From my understanding, she had an opportunity to work that weekend. She had an opportunity to do some work, make some money. And if you feel like Bravo is not going to pick you up, or you're no longer going to have a future with Bravo, I could understand her making a different decision. Now, gold medals, she was at BravoCon, but where else she gonna be? I'm honestly not upset if they did not renew her contract. I don't feel like she really brought a lot to the show. And this season, I felt like she tried to involve herself in the mix a little bit more, and it still just didn't work, in my opinion. Do I think she's a great person? Of course she is. Do I think that she has a story? I mean, we know she already had her own reality show once before, whatever. I don't dislike her. I just don't think she meshed well with the cast. That's just my opinion. Her storyline, I think she really wanted to show us the blended family Jamaican culture storyline, which is very important, and I thought it was a good storyline. It just wasn't for this show. Like, do I think that her and her family could probably do their own thing like she did before, especially with them having a new baby and having to navigate life after the NFL and navigate their new lives and what they're trying to do? Probably. She could probably do well on her own or WeTV. I could see her doing her own show. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think it worked for this show. And that's just my opinion. But I do think they're dropping the ball with Drew Sidor. I do believe that they are dropping the ball with Drew Sidor. Listen, Drew Sidor gives me, and y'all know I love the Grand Dame. Y'all know that's my boo. But Drew Sidor gives me Grand Dame tease when it comes to embellishing the truth. And we just know that about Drew, and we just move on with it. We just call out the lies and we move on with it. But do I think that Drew would have a great storyline this season? Absolutely. Drew would absolutely have a great storyline with her divorce, with her having to pick up the pieces, with her having to figure out the things, with her having to finally admit a lot of things that she knew were lies and she was trying to cover up and defend her husband. Like, I really think that she has a story to tell. And I think that she has a way of entwining or bringing in the rest of the cast in her story. I honestly think they're dropping the ball with Drew. If this is true, I think they're dropping the ball with Drew. Sonya, somebody said, who was Sonya? She's Sonya Richardson Ross, gold medalist. I get gold medals. I get that from Giving You the Real Teacher. He calls her gold medals. But I think they're dropping the ball with that. That's just my opinion. Now, the only way I would say they're not dropping the ball is if Drew can't talk about the divorce. Like, if there's some sort of gag order that's been put in place with, like, her attorneys and Ralph's attorneys have decided not to speak on it or whatever. That's the only way that I would say, okay, well, I understand why they're not bringing her back. But if she can talk about the divorce and we have to see her navigate her life as a single parent and have to deal with, and we see that her sister is back in her life and maybe her sister takes over as her man, like, in my opinion, there's a story there. And there's a story that I want to see. I want to see the post-Ralph era Drew. But my biggest question, though, is, so if in fact you dropped Sonya and you dropped Drew, who are you picking up and what is the story? Let me tell y'all something. And I know we do this every time we talk about Atlanta. I know we do this every damn time we talk about Atlanta. But let me tell y'all who they need to bring on this damn show. And please don't say Nene, because y'all listen. Let it go. Just let it go. Nene's not coming back. She's not coming. I need y'all to finish mourning. I need y'all to see their stages of grief. Some of y'all are stuck in denial. Y'all are stuck in the stage of denial. Nene is not coming back. Listen, Bravo will cancel the Real Housewives of Atlanta before they bring Nene back. I need y'all to let that go. I need y'all to say, every time we talk about Atlanta, somebody say Nene. Jonathan gonna drop from the ceiling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and talk about Nene. Allegedly, they were supposed to bring Neo's ex-wife to the cast. I don't even know if I want that. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't want that. Because then we're going to spend all season waiting for her to tell us the tea. You understand what I'm saying? Knowing good well that woman can't tell us nothing. She can't tell us nothing because I'm pretty certain that when she signed her divorce and got whatever settlement she got from Neo, that she signed a good old NDA where she can't discuss certain things. She might be able to talk about in general, but I know she can't give us no tea. So what I don't want is for us to sit here waiting a whole season to get something we ain't gonna get. Who was never married? You talking about Monyetta. I'm not talking about Monyetta. Oh, y'all think Monyetta? Oh, I forgot Monyetta was a friend of the show. I would think about his real ex-wife, Crystal. I would think about the real ex-wife, the one he married twice. Okay. He liked her so much he married her twice. That's what I'm talking about. I saw with Nene. We were gonna talk about that screenshot about what Nene said. She did a live talking about her ex-child. We're gonna get to that in a minute. We're gonna go right on into Nene when we get done with this. Here, y'all want to know who they need to bring on the show? The NDAs can last in perpetuity depending on what NDA you sign and who you sign it with and what it's about. It could last until you die or until that person dies. So, like, yeah, you know what? I ain't got it. Yeah. You thought the maximum was 10 years? Is the maximum 10 years? Well, see, y'all know I ain't nobody's attorney. Go put drop the emojis. I'm sorry. Y'all know I ain't nobody's attorney. I went to law. I got my law degree from Law and Order by way of Matlock University. And when I was down to the Matlock University, they didn't say nothing to me about NDAs. I thought you could NDAs could be in perpetuity, but I didn't know there was a maximum on NDAs. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I knew once the person passed away, I believe that if the person died, you could, but I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to ask Pam about that one because I really don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Pam about that. That's a good question. Y'all remind me to ask Pam about that. Somebody remind me to ask Pam. And if you see Pam drop down, you know she'll drop down if she is in here. If you see her drop down, remind me to ask her because that's a really good question that I don't know the answer to. But I thought that you could put it in a contract. Latoya, she's expecting now. She has a storyline. Latoya, who? Latoya Ali? Oh, I don't want her back. No, I don't want her back. I'm telling y'all who they need to bring on the show. Are y'all ready? Some of y'all ain't gonna like what I'm getting ready to say, but I'm telling you, y'all, this person that I'm talking about brings a fan base. She brings drama. She brings a story that we're already interested in. She's got her own business. She's an entrepreneur. She's got a family. And she already has a legitimate connection to people on the show. Y'all ready to hear who it is? Y'all ready? Tamika Scott. They need to bring Tamika Scott on this show. I think she would do it. I think Tamika Scott would do it later. Now, I know people said, oh, she's turned it down before. She said she did. I don't know if she's ever turned it down before. I don't know that to be a fact. But I think Tamika Scott would be a good addition to the show. She has a genuine, see, y'all saying no, but I think so. I think so. Because we still want to know where the money at. Why doesn't she fit? Why you don't think she fit, Kelly? I think she fits good. Phil saying no. I think she would fit. Okay, so none of y'all think she would? I think Tamika would be good on the show. Now, I think Tamika would be good on the show. Tamika already has a relationship with not just Candy, but she has a legitimate relationship with some of the people on the show. She has her own lane in Atlanta. She has celebrity friends outside of Housewives. Like, she's legitimately friends with the Braxton sisters, excuse me. Her and Tracy, rest in peace, Tracy. Her and Trina are legitimately friends. What up, schoolboy? She has her business with the seasonings. We know she's got the drama with her family. Her and her mom are speaking again, so maybe we could get more of an extension of the story with her mom. We know her and her sister are not speaking. They are still not speaking. Somebody said Latasha. Hell no, Latasha wouldn't give us nothing. Part of the problem with Latasha is Latasha don't want to film. She doesn't want to give you anything. I think Latasha would be horrible on the show. Latasha would be another. Let me think of a good example of somebody who was on the show but didn't want to give us nothing. Latasha would be another. I don't know off the top of my head. I really can't think of nobody. But Latasha would be like another Kim Fields. I like Kim Fields. I love Kim Fields, but she should have never been on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ever been on the Housewives of Atlanta. No, I don't want to see Tiny because I feel like Tiny has done 5 different reality shows. I don't need Tiny. I'm good. I don't need Tiny. I'm good with Tiny. She'll be another Jenna Lyons. I think Jenna Lyons gave us a lot of herself. I think Jenna didn't. I do think Jenna gave us a lot of her story, but Jenna didn't blend well with the genre. You know what I'm saying? I agree, but I would like to see them on their own show. I think Angel would be hilarious. Maybe we could get another song. What you talking about, Citizen Jane? Who is Angel? I don't want to see Tamar either. I wouldn't mind LaToya Luckett. I liked LaToya on T.I. and Tiny, and I feel like we got robbed of that last season because that last season where they canceled it after those allegations came out about T.I. and Tiny, they were filming the whole breakup between her and her husband. And again, I feel like she would have been authentic in showing us her transition, her going through the breakup, her dealing with having 2 young kids and no husband, and the way it went down. I think she would have been very transparent. I think she would have been very transparent, and I was here for it. I definitely I would be here for LaToya. I would be here for LaToya. Hey, Natty. See, some of y'all agree with me about Tamika. Some of y'all agree with me. I think Tamika would be good on the show. Oh, you thought I meant Tiny. No. I'm talking about Tamika Scott. Yeah, no, I think Tamika Scott would be good on the show. Like I said, she brings a fan base. She brings people who are interested in her story. I think that, again, seeing her and her mother rebuild their relationship. No more candy coated click. Hey, Phil. He said, thank you for the super chat, Phil. He said, no more candy coated click. Well, who else would I wouldn't mind seeing? I know some of y'all said no, Brat and Judy. I don't like Brat and Judy's reality show because it's all them, and I don't like that. Baby, oh beautiful, I love you, beautiful. But I think if they were on an ensemble cast where everything wasn't about them creating the storyline, if it was just a contribution, I would be here for seeing Judy, not Brat. I would be here for Judy being the housewife. I think it's a different twist. I think it's something we saw it in Miami with Martina and Julia, but I feel like that's something we don't see enough of. And we're talking about 2 bosses, right? We're talking about the Brat, we're talking about Judy, hip hop legend, a mogul. We still didn't bring in blended family. I would be here for Judy. I don't enjoy their reality show, but I like them. But I don't like their reality show because I don't like the hour-long love fest. And yeah, they do argue and they show their arguments and stuff like that. But I would like to see them in an ensemble show. So I would be here for that. You know, somebody said Shamari. I see a couple of people saying Shamari. I wouldn't be opposed to Shamari coming back at all. I definitely wouldn't be opposed to it. But the reality is, one, her husband didn't want her to do the show anymore, which is interesting because he didn't want to do Housewives, but then they went and did 3 seasons of couples counseling where they told all their damn business there. So you might as well let her stay on Housewives. But number two, now that New Edition is doing that residency, I don't know if that is feasible. Because they're going to be living in Vegas they're going to probably be living in Vegas for at least the next 6 months. The residency is in February. They're going to probably be in Vegas probably after the beginning of the year. So yes, Mia has been a member for 34 months. I love you, I love you for being a member for 34 months. And she agrees with me. I think Tamika would be good. So anyway, y'all know we always have this debate. You know, I'm not opposed to Portia coming back. I'm not opposed to Portia coming back. I'm not good with the breach back, but I'm okay with Portia. I think Portia has Portia brings a story. I think enough time has passed that the network won't pressure her into talking about her husband, about the messiness of it. I ain't gonna say her husband, the messiness of it. Portia has definitely matured. And Portia understands how this game works. She understands the game. I don't want to see no parts of Omarosa. No. What up, Don Boo? Yeah, no, I don't want no parts of I don't want no parts of Omarosa at all in any way, shape, or form. What about Malaysia from Bath? No. Malaysia's another one that don't want to tell her life. She wants us to believe the fairy tale that she's telling, and no. And I get to a certain. Okay, let me just say this: I didn't enjoy Malaysia on Basketball Wives, so I'm not interested in seeing her on here. Let me just leave it at that. Yeah. All right, let's get to the next thing, Shy. Y'all know we get on these Real Housewives. Now let's talk about Nene. Since we talking about the Housewives, Nene then came down to the internet, child, and she done posted. Somebody said she did a live. Tracy said she did a whole live talking about her ex-husband. Ooh. They said Janet Jackson and Naomi Campbell had removed Diddy's photo after Cassie lawsuit. What, removed him from their social media or something? Sure. Okay. Oh Lord. Anyway, what day was that? When was that? Well, that was 3 hours ago. Okay. I'm trying to get into my messages so I can. Okay, so Nene said the following. Sis, you can have him. Trust me. It's not what you think. The bedroom sex is horrible. He's dumb, broke, a loser, a cheater, a liar, and a narcissist. I think she spelled liar wrong. No? Okay. And a narcissist. Run while you can. Nene, girl, you already knew he was a cheater. You know how you knew he was a cheater? Because he was still married when you met him. He was still married when he moved down to Atlanta to be all up in your ass. He was still married when you was gallivanting all over the world with him on your arm. Let's be clear. Let's be clear, Nene. And if you didn't know because he didn't tell you, guess what you did know? You knew after his wife told you. And you came down here and clowned his wife. I remember, Nene, you came down here and you clowned his wife. You did lives clowning him, talking about that didn't have nothing to do with you, talking about that wasn't your business, talking about, you couldn't keep him. You was down here clowning that woman, Nene. So I can't have no sympathy for you, and I really can't make myself care. I cannot make myself care that man was broke. You should have read the fine print on the contract you were signing. Okay. You said that the man was broke. You said that the man was all these things. I'm not even gonna talk about the bedroom situation because let's be clear. You was with that man for over a year. If the bedroom action was trash, then that's your problem and not mine. Then the problem is you and not me. Because at this point, listen, now I might be telling too much of my business, but let's be clear. I'm not sleeping with no man for over a year and it ain't giving me what it need to be given. Either I'm gonna be giving some lessons. I'm a teacher. Either I'm gonna be giving some lessons, or if he can't learn and he get an F, then I'm gonna have to figure something else out. But let me be clear: if I stay with a man that ain't satisfying me in that department, Then at a certain point, and I was with him for over a year. Yeah, I thought she had spelled liar wrong. I was like, she spelled liar wrong. Anyway, I thought she spelled it wrong, Montrez. Thank you. You know, you look at something and you be like, well, shit, maybe it's me and not her. No, it was wrong. I thought it was wrong. Okay, but that's all I'm saying. So you talking about something that he was a liar. You knew he was a liar because either he lied to you about being married or he lied to his wife about the divorce. But one of the two things is a lie. Okay, you said he can't put it down in the bedroom. Your problem at this point, not mine. Number 3, you said that he was a cheater. Ma'am, you helped him cheat. You say he was broke. How long did it take you to figure out he didn't have no money, Nene? Because again, it shouldn't have took you no year or over a year for you to figure out that man was broke. How long did it take you to find out he was broke, Nene? Because y'all was flying all over the world, and I know y'all was flying first class. Who was buying the ticket? Y'all was going to restaurants, and I know y'all was going to nice restaurants. I know y'all was going to 5-star Michelin star restaurants. Who was buying the tickets? Who was paying the bill, Nene? When I saw that man, he always looked like he had on a new outfit, nice and fresh and tailor clean. Who was buying his clothes, Nene? So here's what I gotta say. When did you figure out all these things about him? Don't come down here now acting like you schooling somebody. He was all them things for that whole time y'all was together. And your first clue should have been you met him through Peter. Hell, that should have been your first clue. She said he came fresh dashiki. Right. I should have said Nene was paying. Exactly. So if Nene was footing the bill, girl, you knew he was broke a year ago. See, I would be okay if y'all had only been together like a couple of months. You've been dating this man for like 2 years. When did Greg pass away? You've been dating this man for like 2 years. It don't take 2 years to figure all these things out. I promise you. Because I have dated men and I have figured these things out, and it don't take that long. Right, schoolboy. Anybody who meets anybody through Peter, you might want to fact check. You might want to check some things. You might want to do that. Not never trust a man who wears thongs. Hand up. Right, Montrez. So they started dating a couple of months after Greg passed. So you started dating him in 2021, early 2022. Y'all just broke up, allegedly. Broke up a couple of months ago. Ma'am, you was with that man over a year. 365 days plus. So she did a live. It sounds like somebody might have tried to slide her DMs or might be trying to make her jealous. And she's letting them know that, none of that makes her jealous. That's fine, girl. But again, I can't. On to the next story. Moving on. What else we got on my list? Okay, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Party, come down. Party and Meg, y'all come here. Both of y'all, just both of y'all come down here. Meg and Party, y'all come down here. Both of y'all. I need to see both of y'all right here. Listen, first of all, I get it. Y'all are young and y'all done broke up, and so y'all thought, oh Lord, here comes Jonathan. I knew if I said, it's like Candyman. If I say Nene name enough times, he pops up. If I say his name enough times, he drops down. I knew it. Anyway, moving on. Listen, I get it that y'all broke up. Okay. And I get it that both of y'all are artists, and so you express yourselves through your art. I do. I understand. Meg, I understand you felt the need to let us know that man cheated on you. In your song, you said that you found him in your bed. Okay. If that is true and if that's how it happened, I understand that being a traumatic situation. I probably would have been on the news. Let me walk in my house that I pay the bills and find my man in bed with some random woman. It's gonna probably be somebody's catching a charge, and it might be me. It might be me. Somebody's gonna be catching a charge. Now, Party decided, I guess he figured he had to clear his name, or he had to tell his side of the story, and he felt the need to tell us that the woman had liposuction. First of all, I don't know why you felt the need to tell us that. I don't care. Why do we care about Meg? First of all, Meg, you didn't need it, girl. You looked good. You didn't need the lipo. Okay. Maybe you felt like you picked up a little COVID weight. Maybe you felt like you had to do a little something, but you really didn't need it. Thank you, Schoolboy. Schoolboy says she got built. Thank you, my love. Now, I really don't feel like you needed the lipo, but who am I to tell somebody what they see in the mirror? Okay, girl, if you had the lipo, that's your business. And that's your business. And I don't feel like he needed to tell us, and I'm not shaming you for it. Okay. Now, but here's the part that Party said that listen, I ain't taking sides, but I believe Party. Party said that Meg embarrassed him on national television because Meg did not tell him the whole story. He said, went down to Gayle King and lied to Gayle King. And he said, I found out when the rest of y'all did. I believe him. I believe that Meg did not tell Party the whole story about her relationship with Tory Lanez. The sound is messing up, Miss Pretty Amazing. Y'all, only thing I don't know what else to do. People, I don't know what to do about the sound. I don't. I'm sorry if it's still messing up. I have called. The only thing, like I said, the next thing I'm going to do is get a new router. I have to call them so I can set up an appointment for them to bring me a new router. And if that doesn't work, I just have to get a new computer. So I am trying my best to troubleshoot as best as I can. So I apologize if it's giving y'all an issue, but I'm trying my best, y'all. I'm trying my best. Hey, Diva Law, what's up, my love? So as far as that's concerned, I do believe Party. I do believe that Meg was not honest with him and didn't tell him, because anytime you take your ass down to Gayle King and lie to her face when she got the damn police report in her hand, I remember I said it then. I said that wasn't a good idea for her to lie. I said it when she did the interview. I told y'all when she did that interview with Gayle King, she was lying. I said she lying. She lying. When it came out in court, remember Party wasn't there. Remember, that's when we started not seeing him. And I felt like I believe him that she didn't tell him the truth. If you lied to Gayle, you lied to everybody. That's just how I feel about it. Use my phone. I don't want to use my phone. Yeah, I feel like she lied to everybody. Yeah, I feel like she lied to everybody. So yeah. Yeah. It was nobody's business who she slept with, and right. Because at the end of the day, do I still believe that man shot her? Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't care, but it was, to me, it was an unnecessary lie. It was an unnecessary lie, though. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why lie about it? But I understand why she lied, but she shouldn't have lied, because it did hurt her credibility among people who were already trying to hurt her credibility. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Now, do I still think that makes it okay if he cheated on her? I mean, that doesn't excuse it. If that was a lie you couldn't get past, then just break up with her. If that was a lie you couldn't get past, oh Lord, here come Mims being shady. Her coochie got mileage on it, but so do all these rappers. And in Diddy's case, boo, you know what? I ain't fooling with Mims. Go take a nap. Did you get you some rest today, Mims? Y'all know Mims has been just like when I started this live, we just been working, honey. We've been working. So yeah, I just don't. I mean, Party, I believe you, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But I just thought I'd come down here and tell y'all what they saying, child, what they doing. All right, LaTroy, Tamar's business partner, who helped put together the Love and War tour, he said that he will not be a part of part 2 of the Love and War tour. He did apologize to James for coming down and telling the story about the assault before James was ready to, and sort of creating the whole firestorm that happened. But he also said that the Christian Rock fans found his address and showed up at his house, and that he was getting that. Now, My thing is this. Do I think that LaTroy did a lot and is doing a lot? I do. I do. But it sounds to me like LaTroy has been going to the people that he trusted and that he thought should and would have his back. And they are not responding in the way that he thinks they should or thought they would. Because he made a comment that said, I guess nobody cares. Well, since nobody cares and I'm getting death threats, da 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 da. And I think he's speaking to specific people. Just like when he came down here and he told the story about the assault and nobody else from Tamar's camp came down and said anything, he felt like he was out there by himself and that he wasn't supported. And I agree, he wasn't supported. I don't know what was being said behind closed doors. I don't know what the conversations were in the group chat as far as the assault and what was going to be said, what wasn't, and when wasn't it, how wasn't it. But I will say this. It does seem like, for whatever reason, Tamar's group, Tamar's people, Tamar's, the word I'm looking for keeps escaping me. But team, that's the word I'm looking for, Lord, her team. It seems like, I don't know why Tamar's team is still insistent on trying to lessen what has happened. And I don't know, even when the tour manager did his live and told the whole story, although I appreciate the tour manager telling the whole story, I still don't understand the whole, I still like Christian. I like Christian. I don't, and I'm not saying you automatically have to hate somebody, but what I am saying is if I'm at the club, I'm trying to think of somebody that I like. Let me just use Meg Thee Stallion. I like Meg Thee Stallion. I do. If me and Mims are down to the bar and Mims makes one of his little shady comments about Meg Thee Stallion and Meg hears him and she punches him in the face, I don't care how much of a fan I was of Meg Thee Stallion. I don't care how much I liked Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion just punched my friend in the face. Meg Thee Stallion just assaulted my friend. And there's no way that I am going to double talk and find a way to talk about how much I love Meg while talk about how horrible of a thing Meg did to my friend. Not publicly. Not publicly. You understand what I'm saying? No. And I don't understand why they keep doing that. And if I were LaTroy, I would understand why he feels the way he feels. Now, again, we live in an age where people air everything on social media. They use social media as their therapist. So he's been putting a lot of that out. But I understand why he feels that way. I understand why he feels like, because I haven't heard anybody come out here and have his back. The most I heard was when Tamar did her little bullshit story, apology, whatever. She did mention LaTroy and how hard he worked on the tour, whatever. But and again, LaTroy isn't the one that was assaulted, but I don't understand why it seems like he's odd man out now. So I understand why he feels the way he feels. Hey, everybody, I understand why he feels the way he feels. I do. I really do. I really do. So I feel for him. I'm sorry that he's going through this. I hope he is taking the proper steps. I hope he's filing police reports. I hope he's documenting. I hope he has like a Ring camera system or some sort of security system on his home. Most of us are not in a financial situation to move just because of something like this. Hopefully it'll blow over in a couple of weeks. Y'all know how these news cycles. I think for right now it's probably blown over outside of if the DA decides to press charges. I still don't understand. I still don't understand why there wasn't a warrant out for that girl's arrest. I don't. I don't. And again, I'm nobody's lawyer. I'm nobody's DA. I'm certainly no one's police officer. I don't understand why it took the police as long as that man said it took the police to get there. I don't understand why the security at the venue would not get involved. And I don't understand While once the police did show up, once they saw what happened, they saw the assault, they heard the eyewitness testimony, whether James wanted to press charges or not, I don't understand why there wasn't a warrant for that girl's arrest and why she wasn't brought up on charges. I don't understand it. Now, again, I certainly don't live in LA. I don't know nothing about LA, the criminal justice system. I'm in LA, but it doesn't make sense to me. I did not watch the interview with Cam Newton. I did not. What she say? Did she talk about that she didn't do what she say? Because y'all, look, the interview with Cam Newton, it dropped last night. I got up this morning. I was out. I came home. I took a nap. And then I went live. I have not looked at anything. I scrolled through social media just to see what to talk about. But other than that, I did not. True, but if your friend is messy and always doing something, why put yourself in public situations with them, knowing 9 times out of 10, you got to fight when y'all go out? Let me tell you something, Lauren. Listen, and everybody ain't me. Because then I don't know what, I mean, are you talking, well, I'm not sure what you're talking about in that situation. Let me read it again. True, but if your friend is messy and always doing something, who are you talking about in that conversation? Who are you talking about, Krishan or Tamar? I'm not clear. You talking about Tamar? Because I'm talking about LaTroy. So I'm not sure. I'm just trying to understand what you're saying, Lauren. And you have something in public situations with them, knowing 9 times out of 10 you got to fight when y'all go out. Who are you talking, Lauren? I'm not clear what you're talking about. You might be talking to somebody in the chat, so I don't know. But if you were talking to me, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm talking about LaTroy, and I haven't heard of any instance where LaTroy got to be out here fighting for nobody. I'm not clear, but you might be talking to somebody in the chat. You might not be talking to me. Mims, I'm not doing this with you. Really be got the Meg Thee Stallion name. She be twerking. Don't worry about what really be doing. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your pretty little head about what she talking about your analogy. But in my analogy, I didn't say anything about Mims fighting a lot. Like you're making an assumption about something I didn't say. I didn't say nothing about Mims being out here fighting. I said me and Mims was at the bar. And he said something that Meg thought was disrespectful, and Meg hit him. I didn't say nothing about Mims fighting. So that's what I was saying. I didn't understand what you meant. That's all. But what's up, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa? What's up, y'all? But who's being messy? That's what I'm talking about. But in my example, I didn't say nothing about nobody being messy. That's what I'm saying. Y'all adding to it. I didn't say anything about Mims being messy. I just said me and Mims was at the bar. That's all. Anyway, never mind. We getting caught up on something. And yeah, I don't understand, but it's okay. It's okay. Moving on. So anyway, I just hope that he's taking appropriate steps. They're assuming that Mims is messy. Well, Mims is messy, but that doesn't, again, what does that have to do with somebody fighting? I never said anything about Mims fighting. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, even if Mims is messy, even if Mims did say something that was disrespectful, it still doesn't justify somebody putting their hands on her, which is what happened in this situation. Krishan said that she felt disrespected. It still doesn't justify her putting her hands on that man. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I wasn't clear. But y'all, don't worry about it. We don't need to get caught up on that. It was just an example. Mims said, I be throwing hands in bottles depending on the situation. I believe that. Believe that. All right, y'all. Now let's talk about, I think that's everything we had to say. Now I have on here Paula Parker. Listen, I don't even really want to address her, but all I'm gonna say is this. And I'm probably about to step on some toes. So if I step on your toes, just know I still love you anyway. Let me tell y'all something. I am absolutely. I read Paula Parker. Here's what I hate. Okay, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, Paula Parker made some comments where she was basically saying Cassie knew what she was signing up for. She made a deal with the devil, and what's the big deal if they was out here doing sex things? She was a consenting adult. She was over the age of 19. I don't want to put words in her mouth. Hold on, because I don't even want to put words in her mouth. Let me read y'all what she said, because I don't want to put words in this woman's mouth. Paula Parker is an actress. Let me read y'all what she said, because I don't want nobody to be like, that ain't what she said. You put words in her mouth. So let me read y'all what she said. I screenshotted it. So let me read it, what she said. Okay. Let me scroll through it. Let me scroll through it. I got so many screenshots in my phone. Why I got so much stuff in my phone? Is that it right there? No. All this damn Diddy stuff in my phone. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is right here. Okay. So let me read y'all what it says. I'm sorry, but I don't get it. I used to be 19 and I was in the industry and I was quite capable of saying no. I'm trying so hard to see the victim here, but do sex slaves usually get to pick their partners in a 5-star hotel? I think y'all just don't like him. But he didn't invent the game, he just plays it. Hubby thinks I don't like her, but that's not true. I don't, excuse me, that's not true. I don't like chicks that take the easy route and get mad when it doesn't pan out. God bless the child who's got his own. Then she says, but yes, I believe she deserves compensation. It was like a marriage, and she became accustomed to the lifestyle. And after all that stuff she wrote, she did. I don't think she was ever really going to marry her. I don't think he was ever really going to marry her. Oh, that's right. I got caught up in beautiful. Y'all see Pretty Little Fawn and think Bambi instead of Baby Demon. Did you need that thing? It sounds like something out of a Pretty Dreadful. I'm tired of women out of a penny. Dreadful. I don't know. I'm tired of women making poor choices that affect all of us, setting a precedent that leaves us vulnerable. 10 years from now, some dude says, your lack of affection gave me PTSD. Every absent dad isn't by choice. At this point, I don't even know what the hell she's talking about anymore. Then she says, maybe I'm just jaded because I'm here. I live it and see it every day. The pretty ones with little talent and take what they want, while the rest of us depend on God. The Bible says bribery is okay in business. Give it a little to get ahead. So she did. He should have took the deal. Oh, Penny Dreadful is a show. Okay, because I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna say. My biggest problem with everything she just said, and I know somebody is like, oh, what you mean? My biggest problem with what she just said is you are totally choosing to jump over, skip over, walk past, ignore the alleged physical abuse. Right, right. She lived in a hotel, a hourly motel before she got on basketball divas. I mean, Lord, I said basketball divas, Hollywood divas. Exactly, ma'ams. My problem is, even if, which I'm not agreeing with her, but even if I say, oh well, it was a consensual sexual relationship, blah blah blah. Are we just gonna jump over all of the alleged physical abuse? Are we gonna just jump over the incidents where she talked about how that man manhandled her and beat her, and the fact that there are witnesses and pictures to the fact that there were people that reported these things happening? Like, we just go. So you want to focus on the salacious sex part of it, which fine, whatever. But what you can't do is take one and not take the other. You can't take one and not take the rest of it and say, oh, well, yeah, I feel like what she did was voluntary as it relates to the sex things, but I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't see the part about the physical abuse. It's people like that, y'all. And here's the other thing I'm gonna say too. Here's the other thing I'm gonna say. And then I'm done with it. We're gonna talk about this settlement, and then we're gonna talk about black businesses, and then I'm gonna get off of here. But let me say this too. I am sick of people, and if this is you, if I'm stepping on your toes, I still love you. I'm sick of people complaining about why people who are victims of abuse don't come forward, why they wait so long to tell their story, why they don't come forward. And then when they come forward, y'all question them and y'all try to turn them into y'all victim shame. You can't have it both ways, right? The reason why people don't come forward and don't tell their story, there are a lot of reasons why people don't come forward and tell their story. But part of it is because they know they got to deal with the public. And nowadays, even more so, because you got to deal with social media and all of social media's opinions, right? It's bad enough that now you got to tell the story, you got to retell the story to the police, to whomever, to your attorneys, to whatever. But now you have to be, your every move has to be questioned. Well, why did you wear that skirt? Well, why did you go out that time of night? Well, you knew that you was with somebody that, that would leave you hanging. Why did you have so many drinks? Why did you get drunk? What? You were smoking weed? Well, like, I'm sick of us doing that to each other, whether it be a male or a female victim. I'm all here for hearing all of the facts. I don't have no problem with that. Y'all know that I don't believe every story that we talk about. I'll be like, I need more information. I'll say that in a minute. I will say in a minute, oh, I need more information. This sounds a little shaky. I'll say that in a minute. But to come down here and to be so vile and so nasty, and you just can't have it both ways. You can't say, oh, why do people wait so long to tell us what happened, and then turn around and be like, oh, she told us what happened, but I don't believe it. And here's the thing, you don't have to believe everything it tells you. I'm fine with that. But we just can't have it both ways, and I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it, y'all. And again, a lot of us do it. I would much rather somebody say, I'm going to wait and get more information than to pick apart everything somebody tells you just because it's not how you think. And notice I say you think. Just because it's not how you think, you would handle it. Because let's be clear, myself included, none of us, and I mean none of us, know how we would handle a situation until we are in it. And that is a fact. You might think you know, you might believe you know, but until you are in it and you are dealing with the real emotions, you are dealing with the real fear, you are dealing with the real threats, you are dealing with the real reality of what your life is going to end up being or what your life is going to look like, you don't know. Now, the reality of the situation too is, do people sometimes make bad decisions because of financial interest? Sure they do. Sure they do. Do sometimes people make bad decisions because the alternative to it is homelessness? Sure. So we really got to stop. I'm saying everybody. We've got to stop, y'all, because nobody knows what they would do until they're in that situation. And I know we think we know. Because let's be clear, I've been placed in situations where I thought I would handle it one way, and when it happened to me, I handled it differently. Because you just don't know. Really, B, I want you to get some more information on the LA Reid situation. What more information you want me to get? I'm not being funny. What you want me to get, Sharice? He's been accused of doing some things, but this ain't new either. Listen, those accusations against LA Reid are not new. They're not new. I mean, they might be new from that person, but I've heard those stories. Let me put it like that. I've heard those stories. Oh, dang, we didn't even talk about them LSU girls. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about the LSU girls, y'all. Thank you, Tracy, because we about to talk about, I was getting ready to roll into the settlement. But let's talk about these LSU girls first, and then let's get into this settlement, child. Let's talk about these LSU girls first. And Schoolboy, you still here? Schoolboy brought up a good point on her Instagram. She did an Instagram show, and she brought up a good point. You still here, Schoolboy? Drop down. Excuse me, y'all. I had to take a drink. Okay. All right. So, for those of you who may or may not remember, the LSU women's basketball team won the national championship last year. If you guys remember, Angel Reese, who's already a great, basketball player, but she gained national attention during the championship games. I think it was the semifinals, or it might not have been. Anyway, where she did the taunting, you know, and come to find out that the white girl had done it first, but then, you know, the media focused on doing it. And from that point forward, them winning the national championship, the team has gone on to, you know, Angel Reese has gone on to be everywhere. She's got endorsement deals. Now, because of the new NCAA rules with the NIL contracts, name, image, and likeness contracts, you know, college athletes can now get paid. And Angel Reese has told us that I think she's made like $2 million last year just off of endorsements, with her price really just going up, right? So fast forward to this season, she did say, "Thank you, Diva, for rejoining. Thank you, my love, for rejoining your membership. Because I know you were a member before." She has gone. I mean, fast forward to this season, we've started a new season. She said she was staying for her senior year because she was like, basically, I'm in no rush to leave college because I'm making more money in college with me being able to make money than I would be as you know, going into the WNBA. Like, I'm in no rush to leave college at this point. So she came back for her senior year. Well, she has been suspended from the team. And everybody was trying to question what happened, what she do, what happened, why she not playing. So let me read y'all this article that I pulled, because, child, y'all won't guess what happened. Y'all just won't guess what happened. Let me read y'all this article, child. These kids. LSU women's basketball is crumbling right before our very eyes, with the latest social media drama involving the mothers of Angel Reese and Fajay Johnson being the latest indicator that there's trouble within the Tigers organization. Amid the controversy surrounding Reese after her benching in the second half of LSU's win against Kent State, her mom, Angel Webb Reese, took to her Instagram to criticize a long message that was sent to her. "Folks, please do not send me long text messages with a bunch of grammatical errors. It gives me a headache," Webb wrote. "How do I know you said what you said if I can't understand what you're saying?" Now, this is Angel's mama posting on her Instagram, "Don't send me long messages with grammatical errors." While it was initially unclear what Miss Reese was referring to, it eventually became obvious that she was taking a shot at Johnson's mother, Kia Brooks. That is after Brooks responded to the message with an Instagram story of her own where she dissed the mother and daughter, even going so far as to revealing that Reese's GPA is below a 2.0. She said the following: "You definitely know about grammatical errors when your daughter got a 2.0 or less GPA. In fact, when writing your smart message, you didn't capitalize, nor did you use any periods. Stop being petty, fake, and hateful, and take responsibility for you and your daughter's actions. You're just as responsible. You raised her that way. Nobody gave a damn who you think you are since you came up off another's brand. Just like God gave it to you, he will take it right away. God, I'm sorry. Always stay humble and never forget who made you and where you came from." So, child, these are the mamas exchanging Instagram messages publicly. Now, the LSU coach has finally given somewhat of a statement in reference to why Angel was being benched. And she alluded to the fact that Angel has a bad attitude. I'm not shocked if this is true. I'm not shocked that Angel has a bad attitude. And the reason why I was asking if Schoolboy was here, she must be gone, because Schoolboy brought up a good point saying, is it this NIL money that is going to these kids' head? Is it making them think that they're more, special than what they are? I'm going to say this. I think it's a combination, because I think the money adds to the big head, but let's be clear. Even before college athletes could legally make money, the arrogance would get to them. You know, it's when you are 16, 17, 18 years old and everybody's telling you you're the best thing since sliced bread. It's really hard to not start acting like you're the best thing since sliced bread if there's nobody there to check you. If there's nobody there to check you and knock you upside the head and say, I don't know who you think you are, but you're not as special as you think you are, or as important as you think you are, or don't forget who you are. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't nobody there to pump it in your head. Now I'm with you, Tracy. They don't have each other's phone number. They can't text this to each other. Like, why do we have to publicly put these things out, y'all? I don't know if that's what. Listen, just because her mama said the girl GPA, that don't mean it's true. Don't nobody know Angel GPA. Now, if that's why she got benched, they know. But the reality of the situation is now, Angel, according to what you had told us, you were taking classes online. You weren't even going to class because you said it's just too much. You get too much when you go on campus. So you were taking all of your classes virtually. Girl, how you feeling virtual classes? I mean, I know it can happen because let's be clear. I taught during the pandemic. I know you can fail virtual classes. But I'm just saying, girl, Angel, all you have to do is get through the next 5 months and you are really done. Because let's be clear, don't nobody really care about your grades. You're going to go to the WNBA. You're going to make a lot of money off of endorsements. Even if you don't play in the WNBA for long, you are going to make a lot of money off of your endorsements. You're beautiful. You've got modeling contracts. They're probably going to allow you to do, commentating. You have a future. You really don't need to graduate from LSU with no high GPA. You really don't even need to graduate. But you just stay eligible. I don't mind a little arrogance, but I do mind the Aaron Hernandez of the world being allowed to get away with murder in real life. Right. Yeah. Right. The static is bad, Miss. I don't know what to tell y'all. At this point, I don't know if it's StreamYard or if it's me. I don't know. But again, all I can do is keep saying what I've been saying. When y'all tell me that the sound is bad, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm doing all that I can do about it. I've had them troubleshoot. I had the tech in my house this week to check the stuff. I'm going to upgrade and get a new router. And if that doesn't work, then I'll have to just get a new computer. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. I know StreamYard has been having problems, but then somebody told me that my problems are different than the problems that they're having on StreamYard. I don't know what to tell you, you guys. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for sticking through the sound issues. I appreciate it. But honestly, there is literally nothing more there's nothing more I can do than what I'm doing. It's not my microphone. It's not the connection. I've had the tech. The tech was literally out this week. They didn't bring a router. I'm gonna call them tomorrow and set up another appointment for them to bring me a new router. I've upgraded my internet service. Somebody said maybe when you upgraded your internet service, your computer doesn't have the capability. So then I went back down. I downgraded my internet service back to what I had because they said maybe the computer can't handle it. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. So Diamond Pearl said, I think it's StreamYard. I've heard the static on other channels. I've seen it on other people's channels too, but then somebody was like, no, it's just you. So I'm doing the best I can, y'all. I've done all that I know I can do. I know it just helps me to tolerate it when I say it out loud. Okay, girl. Okay, Missy Miss. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's talk about this settlement. Now, literally, y'all, we were live last night. And the news actually broke while I was still on live. I just didn't know it. I wish I had seen it before I went off the live. By the time I got off the live and looked at my phone, I saw that the settlement had been reached between Cassie and Diddy. Y'all, I was too tired to go back. I was too tired. I was too tired to go back live. So I did a little quick video last night, and I said we'll just talk about it today. Listen, I'm going to say the same thing I said last night, and y'all can say in the chat how y'all feel about it. Honestly, I'm really, really, really shocked. So this is what I'm going to say about it. Because like what Pam said, Diddy has not even been served yet. Because the way the process works, you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can even send a process server. Diddy had not even been, the process server had not even got Diddy's attorney yet. That's how quick this settlement hit, because I forgot what the timeline is, but whatever payment the hours are, the process for a federal case. So, I mean, of course, he got the same. I mean, of course, he knows what the lawsuit is, and he got the same copy. His lawyers can pull the copy just like all of us pull the copy. But as far as the legal process of it, it hadn't even happened yet. It hadn't even got to that yet, right? I am shocked if even half of what's in that lawsuit was true, right? Now, me personally, I believe about 95% of what was in that lawsuit. That's my opinion. But if even half of what was in that lawsuit was true, Diddy, I have no idea why you allowed her to do that. Only thing I could think is that you called her bluff. Only thing I could think of is that you were like, she ain't really gonna do nothing. Like, you probably really thought you still had that kind of hold over her because your arrogance got you in this situation. Because let's be clear, y'all. Let's be clear. A lot of these rumors have been out there. We talked about that. A lot of these things have been out there floating out in the world, right? A lot of this information has been floating around, but to have corroboration from the person that was the alleged victim, you opened a Pandora's box. And sir, you are a billionaire. I don't know. Now, according to his attorneys, she asked for $30 million. Do you understand how fast I would have wrote a check for $30 million to that woman? If even half of what's in there is true. Now, according to his attorney, she said according to Diddy's attorney, she wanted $30 million or she threatened to write a book. Maybe he thought nobody would believe a book. Maybe he thought, oh, she's just going to write a tell-all book. Nobody going to listen to that. Nobody going to believe her. I don't know. But if even half of what's in that case, Diddy, I don't understand why you call her bluff. Like, you played a game of chicken and lost, bruh. Because Cassie probably can't say nothing else, because I'm pretty sure that with that settlement came a gag order that she can't, that's an ironclad gag order, and that's fine. But that don't mean that everybody else can't say something. It's a whole lot of other people that probably got stories to tell. And you have opened up Pandora's box. That's why he put a stop to Kim's book coming out. Yep, he didn't think she had the courage to file and reveal all of the details. He thought it would be too embarrassing for her to tell. Remember the nanny that also had an allegation against him and his team? Yeah, remember the nanny sued him. What their mom's got to do with the team that happened with the, oh yeah, LaShondra, yeah. Ariel Day is already rallying the troops. They coming for him. Yeah, I mean, listen. The U.S. Supreme Court has held that right against self-incrimination extends to civil causes as well. What do you mean by that, Tracy? Someone on the Neighborhood Talk just had a guy talking about how he held Wale over about. Did he? That's what I'm saying. You've opened up Pandora's box. Ross said I would have gave her 40 mil just to keep her quiet. Right. And again, it'd be different if he had the money. Sir, you have the money. Even if you don't have the money in liquid, like I don't, net worth and liquid is two different things. But sir, I'm sure you had some stock you could sell. I'm sure you got a house you could sell. Like, you could have come up with the $30 million. Let's be clear. Even if you don't have $30 million in the bank, sir, you could have come up with $30 million. So at this point, where do we go from here, or where do I think we go from here? I think more people talk before it's over, but I don't think it's immediate. I think it's going to die down for a couple of weeks. I think we're going to move on to something else, somebody else, some other salacious story. But I do think more comes. I don't think we're done with Diddy. I don't think the other shoe has dropped, right? Oh, they were asking if you can plead the fifth. Yeah, you can plead the fifth, but it sounded, if you read that court, the lawsuit, or if you listen to any of us read the lawsuit, it sounded like there was some documentation to back up her allegations. She named specific names, which makes me feel like when you name the person, that either that person has agreed to speak or you already have a statement from that person. She let us know that her mother had pictures of bruises. She let us know that accounts of the things that she was telling us were on the blogs, that people had spoken of it. We know that Wendy Williams told the story of Diddy driving erratically and then leaving somebody on the side of the road. Wendy just never said it was Cassie. So that story lines up perfectly with the blind item that Wendy Williams. I saw the video clip myself where Wendy Williams talked about that incident. She just didn't say it was Cassie, but she said it happened. So I think that, yeah, Diddy could have pled the fifth. He could have sat there and not said nothing, but that wouldn't have. Listen, there was no way on this side of heaven that Diddy was ever going to let that go to trial. The only way that case would have went to trial is if Cassie refused to settle. That's it. There's no way in the world that case was ever going to see the light of a trial at all. J-Lo ain't gonna say nothing. If y'all wait for J-Lo to talk, y'all will be on the other side of glory. J-Lo ain't saying ish. Now, J-Lo getting it from the left and the right, because now Will Smith's bodyguard, he said the clip that's floating around on social media now is from his interview with Tasha K, where he's saying that the reason why J-Lo and Mark Anthony got a divorce is because Will Smith caught J-Lo having an affair with Mark Anthony, and that's why they fell apart. So J-Lo getting it from the left and the right. She getting it from Diddy and from Mark Anthony. You think J-Lo gonna say anything? J-Lo ain't saying ish. This still doesn't protect him from criminal prosecution. It doesn't. And there is no statute of limitations in California. So, I mean, if the DA chooses to press charges, they can. They can. If they choose to. I don't know if they will. But they choose, they can. Yeah. Mary not gonna say nothing. I don't think Mary's gonna say anything. I don't think Mary would say anything. And I do think that Mary knows stuff, but she ain't gonna say shit. She ain't gonna say shit. Mm-mm. I also want people to stop talking about, oh, this was just a money grab. Oh, this is just a money grab. The only remedy in in civil court is money. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. The only remedy in a civil case is money. She was either going to get money now or she was going to get money later. The only thing she saved herself is having to retell this story and relive this situation over and over and over. Y'all was already calling that woman a demon. Y'all was already calling that woman all kinds of names and questioning her and calling her a liar and telling her she this and she that and she the other. Y'all was already talking about her. Why would she continuously put herself through this for the next 3 or 4 years? Remember, these things don't happen quickly. Look at Cardi B and Tasha K took 4 years. So people talk about, oh, this was just a money grab. That's all she was ever going to get was money. It was just a matter of how much and when. When she decided to file a civil case, she knew all I can get from him is money. I can't make him admit he did it because his lawyer released a statement today saying, I want to make very clear that this settlement is in no way an admission of guilt. Mary said she saw the devil during her lowest point at Bad Boy. She said that's all she was ever going to say about that. Well, she said everything she needed. Right. Let me tell y'all something. I feel like she proved her point. She did what she said. And let me tell you something else. This is where she was smart. And in my opinion, and y'all might not agree with me, but in my opinion, here's where she was smart. Cassie was smart because rather than write a book that people can say, oh, she's lying, she's embellishing, she's just trying to sell books. How could she say that about Diddy? That didn't really happen. Rather than write a book that people can pick apart word by word and chapter by chapter. And let's be clear, Diddy might have even ended up suing her for libel, or I mean, not like, yeah, the libel that's in when it's in writing, is that libel, slander, whichever one that's in writing. She might have even opened the door for Diddy to sue her if she told a story wrong or she used the wrong names, or people could have picked it apart. But what you did was you very carefully, concisely, and clearly listed everything that happened to you. You put it in a legal document that you had to swear to, that an attorney had to believe in your case enough to file, which in my opinion gave that story way more credibility than had she just written a tell-all book. I mean, ask yourself a question. Are y'all more likely to believe a case that someone files in federal court that they have to swear to? We know people lie, but that they have to swear to, or her autobiography? What would y'all have given more weight to? I think she played it well by instead of writing a book, filing this court case. Because here's the reality of the situation. Like you said, two things were accomplished. One, she got paid for her pain, and I'm okay with her getting paid for her pain. And two, she got the story out. She was still able to tell her story. Diddy legally has put himself in a situation where he can't counter it because now he's paid her off, and neither one of them gonna say anything about it, because I'm sure that both of them have signed non-disclosures where neither one of them gonna speak on it. I think that was very well played. Hell, she could still write a book, label it fiction, and change the name. No, she can't. I know you said Star Jones did it, but nah, not in this situation. I think that if she ever even take a whiff at anything close, I don't think she could write a nonfiction book about a singer who had an older mentor. Like, I don't think she could come no close, take a whiff. I just don't think so. I just don't think so. Right, C. Patterson. She did major damage and got paid. So I think it was well played. I think she did it well, and I'm okay with her getting paid for her pain, because I believe the story, and I believe that she endured a lot. And yes, he love bombed her. So yes, he bought her designer bags and exotic vacations, and she lived very well. But again, it wasn't worth what I believe she went through. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. All right, y'all, we're going to get off of here. I am still going to, I think I'm going to do it as a separate live, though. We're going to talk about why do Black businesses make it so hard for us to support them? And I will drop the link. I will make it an open chat, because y'all may have some stories or some insight that y'all can clear some things up, because, as someone who goes out of their way to try to support Black businesses when I can, it's very frustrating at times. And I had a situation yesterday that I said, you know what, I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna talk to the tribe, and I'm gonna let the tribe talk to me about it. And maybe y'all can tell me some things that I don't already know, or explain some things to me, because y'all be making it hard for people to support y'all. And then when y'all businesses closed, then you want to know why. Y'all be making it hard. That restaurant last night, when we're gonna talk about it, but that restaurant last night, not only did their business practices cost them my business last night, it potentially cost them my birth, because I was looking at, they were a place that I was looking at to host my birthday party. I'm looking for somewhere to have a birthday dinner for my birthday this summer. And I'm looking for places. I'm still looking for a black restaurant, I want to find a black owned establishment that has an area that, like a room that you can rent. Obviously I wanted to have good food. I wanted to be a little location. And so when I went on their website the other day, I saw that they do have a room. So I actually was going to inquire about the room, the prices. I was going to ask to see the room when I was there yesterday. So not only did you cost yourself my business last night, you potentially cost yourself my business in the future. So we're going to talk about it, you guys. We're going to talk about it. So y'all come ready to have a conversation. I want to hear what y'all have to say, but we're definitely going to talk about it. I actually want to wait until El Teddy, because he was with me last night. Me and El Teddy went out to dinner last night. And so I want to wait until he can be a part of the conversation, because he can tell y'all the story from his perspective. And then, lives in Atlanta. And y'all know that whole Keith Lee situation that happened with the businesses in Atlanta. So we're going to talk about it. I see y'all already saying stuff in the comments. So I'm gonna let y'all know when we're gonna do it. We're definitely gonna talk about it. With that being said, y'all, let me get out of here. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get you guys some reviews tonight. I feel like y'all want Black Cake, so let me go watch Black Cake. I'm gonna go watch it right now. So I feel like y'all want me to go watch Black Cake. So I did Real Housewives. I already watched Real Housewives of Miami. I just have to do that review. I'll watch Black Cake tonight. I don't know about Bell Collective and Kiki Wyatt. I'll see if I'm up to watching either one of those tonight. But I'll get y'all some reviews tonight. Tomorrow, we'll do our live Real Housewives of Potomac. But let me tell you something. If Potomac don't give me nothing tomorrow night, I'm switching it to Married to Medicine. If Potomac don't give me nothing tomorrow night, then I'm gonna switch my night. Well, no, I'm not. I'm telling a lie. No, I'm not. We're gonna stick with Potomac, and I'll do my Married to Medicine on Monday. But I'll still do my live. So tomorrow night we got Real Housewives of Potomac live. And I will see y'all later. Mwah. This week's Black Cake moved pretty fast. Okay. I feel like they were trying to. I hope they're not trying to rush through the end. Anyway, I'm gonna get to it. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.